Hello, I'm Kendra Von Esch, and you are listening to my 10-minute daily podcast, Reality Reflections. I bought into what this world said would make me happy. Money, prestige, power. And hey, if it feels good, do it, because life is stressful, so party hard. Do whatever makes you happy. But that didn't quite work out, because I felt even more insecure, full of fear, shame, and anxiety, and never, ever good enough. Then God found me and flipped my reality upside down and transformed my life. And I want this for everyone. So I left my executive career to help others find true acceptance, supernatural peace, joy, and love that only comes from a relationship with God. Here is my reality reflection for today. I think God was so generous to us when He gave us His word, because He gave us facts, people, timelines, genealogy as we see today. And I remember the first time I read Matthew, I zipped through the whole thing. I don't care about all these people's names. I'll just, and then Jesus, let's get to the end here. Missing the whole point that you can trace all the way back. There are so many points of proof in the Bible, of timelines, of names of people who were brought back from the dead. What about Tabitha? That was by St. Peter. In the end, when you think about the Bible and what God gave us, and today's gospel just reminds me, it's so filled with facts and truth. It's amazing. And yet, so many people aren't familiar with it. And so as I think about the transition of what we're ready to come up against here, right? We're getting out of the joyful time and we're going into the peaceful week. And when I think of peace, there's no question I immediately go to St. Paul. And the peace that surpasses all understanding. Meaning you are totally peaceful in the muck of life. When things are at their worst. You give it up to God. You say, Lord, this is a season that I'm in. I don't know what the outcome will be. And I think a lot of people believe that, well, okay, if I give it up to God, then my loved one won't die. God will go ahead and heal them miraculously, which He may. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but I also want to be real with people. I think a lot of times people think that, oh, when you're a Christian, you're always so happy because nothing happens to you. That's so not the case. You're so happy because you have the ability to let it go, to detach from the situation, from even the moment, the heated moment that you may be in with someone in a relationship, a discussion, an argument perhaps. It's when you can find that peace. You don't find this peace that surpasses all understanding only in the time that you set aside with God in prayer. That's just kind of the beginning stages. So if you're not sitting in prayer, hello, I beg you to do that, I beg you to do that, to sit, listen to God's voice, learn God's voice, learn how your body feels, learn what your thoughts are. You need to learn to discern between yourself, Satan, and God. That's it, 3 people. But that's not easy, because Satan's the most cunning liar there is. And he messes with us, messes with our emotions, messes with our memory. But we don't have to allow him to win. We all know that deliverance is there for a reason, so let's whip out those swords and slash whatever is attacking us. But the peace that surpasses all understanding is in that moment that you can find that peace, in the chaos, in the craziness of a grocery store or in traffic, where you just have this peace. I'm going to do a video about adoration. Stay tuned. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, and some of you don't even know how to subscribe, so let me describe it. First, go to youtube.com, youtube.com, type in Kendra Von Esch, and then click subscribe, and then there should be a notification bell. Click the black one so you'll be notified every time there's a new video. So my next video is going to be about adoration. And the title of it is going to be, I thought adoration was supposed to be quiet. And I hope you enjoy the journey of my adoration time, and how even the littlest noise in the beginning would drive me crazy from other people. And in the beginning, how I couldn't even stand to be in there. I mean, it was like, I think for the first time, 6, 7, 8 minutes, something like that. I had to get the heck out of there because peace was not my gig at that point in my journey. But it is now. So stay tuned for that video, because this is where that peace that surpasses all understanding really does come from. Okay, all that being said, let's take that like joy and peace. I do believe that they're tied together, because peace is one thing, to have that calmness, but it's also to be joyful through all situations and loving. Peace, love, and joy. Peace, love, and joy. For me, it's like peanut butter, jelly, and potato chips. I don't know. Maybe potato chips in the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because that really rocks. Okay, anyway, now I'm getting hungry. Crazy. How can I get hungry already just thinking about that? All right. Jesus exists, and things like the readings today and his genealogy prove it. I think sometimes we need that reminder. And to just contemplate, holy cow, this goes back name after name after name after name after name, and unique names. It's amazing. So let's sit with that a little bit today. Let's be joyful. Let's think about peace that surpasses all understanding. Again, as we approach Christmas, we not only want to prepare
ourselves, our hearts, our minds, our souls, our spirits. We want to prepare our homes, and we want to prepare the people around us, right? Let them know about the reason for the season. Pave the way for Jesus to their hearts through the way that we love them. So there's no time like the present to start praying for the Holy Spirit to possess you, to truly take over now and forever. This shouldn't just be something that, that you want for the Christmas gathering and then boom, you go back to yourself, right? We should always want the Spirit to be working through us. But most importantly, during this time, there's special graces that come through the holiday season, right? All of it. And you never know what God's going to do in your loved one's life. And it might just be through you. I love you all. Find something more with God, everyone. Have a blessed and inspired day.